though. He's good with his Facebook.
He's got his Facebook game on point, but he's got to get his Instagram game up.
Yeah. I mean, the Facebook could probably be a little on cruise control, and he could work on the Instagram or something.
But either way, follow Lauren on Instagram. She's got some really...
The Bikini Experiment.
At The Bikini Experiment on Instagram. And so anyway, she posted a few weeks back, right on the heels of my puppy changing season.
Which was kind of funny because I was home visiting family in New Jersey, and you were here in Texas, and we both posted those almost the same time without even discussing it.
Don't lie. I did mine first.
You did yours first, yes, but I'd already planned it.
I don't care. No one cares what you planned. All they do is, well, I mean, let's be honest.
I mean, I don't think they could care if we knew or didn't know.
Right, or the fact that people who are following me are probably not.
And anyone who hasn't seen your Instagram doesn't even know what the puppy is, since we do not have a puppy.
Well, it's a puppy calendar, but like...
You said the puppy.
Yeah, but you get a new puppy calendar every single month.
He means you get a new month. You don't get a new calendar every month. You get like a new...
It's a fresh start.
Month. Yes, it is a fresh start.
Like right now, we have twin puppies. You adopt puppies.
We're doing this to figure out what dog we want eventually. I'm not sure what we have this month, but they're cute.
Share with the nation here. What your...
My goals?
Yeah, well, what are the things you're trying to work on for your wellness this month?
Okay. Well, I had a couple.
Because I've got my water here, my LaCroix, my berry LaCroix.
Feel good about yourself?
With, with my Himalayan salt to help my
salt.
hydration.
I mean, maybe it just makes it more fun for you. I don't know. You seem to be doing well with the addition of the salt. You're like two-fisting it there. For me, salt water has never been an issue. I'm just always really naturally thirsty, and I've had to adjust actually moving down to Austin. I have to drink more because of the heat. So that's never really something that's on my radar too much. But I probably just some of the few that I had up this month. The first one was to be a morning person.
Okay. Now, isn't a goal to be well is to get up early and to set a schedule? How do you?
That's what be a morning person is.
But how do you be? But I see when I hear morning person, it's like you're up without an alarm and you're happy.
Well, I don't think without an alarm is realistic, at least for me anyway. But I think being a morning person is a lot of times I feel like I stumble out of bed and I'm not alert, and I would get to the point where I get up early, first of all, and then second of all I'm productive and moving and grooving first thing in the morning.
But are you moving and grooving all day? Because this is ambitious.
Sure. Well, it's going to need a little tweaking. But I want to start off on a high note.
I like it. That's a good.
Be a
that's a very
person.
Good. I like that one.
Yeah. Okay. Go to yoga twice a week, which I've been doing.
Nice.
So I've been doing well with that. It's not even really a goal so much anymore because I've kind of just sort of transitioned to it.
That's good. Well, what's why yoga? Why has that been a goal? Because you train hard 6 days a week. So why 2 of them in yoga?
Well, just to be more clear, I probably train 3 to 4 days a week.
Train hard 4.
4. Yeah, okay. So I'd say 4, but then the other days are usually some type of recovery, or it's a little bit of cardio. And I think for me, the yoga has the added benefit of working on my flexibility, which is something that does not come naturally.
Okay.
So there's that.
Do you get any other? Is it more about the flexibility? And I know also for you, it's a nice way to get added your upper body work in.
Yeah, I get upper body work
without it being, because you don't do as much upper body lifting, so it kind of takes the place of the upper body work.
Right.
But is there any other benefit to the yoga for you that you find, or is it more just the flexibility? I know you like the hot yoga, so the heat, opening up your body, getting a little bit more supportive with the shoulders. Is there any other deeper, do you get anything from the breath work or the meditation? Or
I don't think I get as much from the breath work as I probably should, but I guess I do. A lot of the yoga sayings and a lot of the teachings sort of make me think.
Okay.
So a lot of that's interesting to walk away with, because I feel like it really helps me to ruminate on whatever I'm sort of trying to work through in my life. So a lot of times I don't know if it's just kind of happenstance or whatever, but there's like some kind of connection with something being taught in the class. It'd be a quote, a learning. There's just usually always something I take away from it.
Well, I think that's... Sumair and I always like to talk about that. Everything is really the same. And what I mean by that is there are just foundational universal truths. And I think that there are things that transcend what you're struggling with to just struggle. And I think that's why there are Bible verses, and I think that there are sayings in yoga, and I think that there are poems, and I think that things strike people, and people can pull strength from them.
And maybe relate to them.
To the point where it feels like, oh my gosh, they're speaking to me. Well, they are, because the universe is connected and they are speaking to you. So I think it's kind of cool. Maybe try connecting your breathing to those sayings.
Yeah,
maybe
that's the last piece. So
what else you got for me?
Do I have time for all 5?
Oh, yeah.
Are we good? All right, okay.
Do it with part 2.
My other one is take fish oil supplements daily. I'm like 50-50 on that. Better since I've made it a goal, but definitely nowhere near 100%. I make probably a couple of days a week. Read one motivational / business book, which is pretty good. I've really gotten into Audible lately, and I feel like that sort of helps. Like it takes it, that time and that dead time in the car, when you're driving or you're stuck in traffic, it kind of gives you an opportunity to learn something other than just switching channels on the radio.
So what are you listening to?
The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and I just listened to Wheat Belly, which was really interesting. And I thought it was kind of helpful. Like it helped me like kind of digest the information. Whereas I feel like if I made a punny,
it helped you digest the information.
Yeah. Whereas I feel like
information that was previously filled with gluten and undigestible.
Exactly.
Undigestible information.
Ooh.
Okay, go ahead.
No, but I just felt like if I had sat down to read a book like that, it would have taken me a while to get through, and just listening to it in the car made it easier. So
Austin traffic,
yeah, which I guess is the same reason people listen to podcasts. Like it's just interesting to have something else for the car, but something that's auditory that you can listen to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I have one more: practice daily gratitude, which I've actually been doing really well with. I've been doing the 100 Happy Days, which is the challenge. Kind of people are using different means of social media, like Facebook, or I've been using mainly Instagram, and you kind of share that one thing that's making you happy that day, and you do it straight, every day for 100 days. And then we've been doing just our new ritual at dinner. When we do eat dinner together, we'll say, whatever it is, we're grateful that person did that day, or we're grateful for XYZ. So I've actually been really doing well with that one.
I gotta say, that's probably one of the my favorite things that we've done since you moved in. I think people, especially on social media, like to talk about like, oh, I'm moving in with my boyfriend or my girlfriend, or we're taking this step, and it's like all just great. And
what are you trying to say?
And
it's not great.
They're all those little things that you just don't. It's like people. They don't want to let the cat out of the bag. That you doing something around the house that I don't maybe value on my own, that I wouldn't do whether you lived here or not. As in, like, make the bed.
Yes.
I know. And it's like a weird one, and everybody has those quirks that they just don't do.
Right.
And so you making the bed and then me not recognizing it is tension, because it's important to you and I need to recognize it. And
I think all the living stuff can definitely get on the other person's nerves, or it can go unnoticed, or it becomes this game of, well, I did more than you did. And I think that just by doing the gratitude every night, it kind of levels things out. And sometimes like there's things that you hadn't even thought about or remembered, or maybe you just assume the other person will do. But I think it's a really positive. I think it's a really nice thing that we've been doing. I like it.
Right. So to kind of clarify, what we do is we sit down to dinner, and we wanted to kind of take that time right at dinner to say thank you, specifically to each other for something, and it was either, I appreciate, that you emptied the dishwasher today. It could have been a task, it could have been a doing, it could have been...
It's time spent together.
Yeah, I'm grateful for...
Not just service, it's, just anything.
I'm grateful for we had, we were able to go to the grocery store and hang out for 30 minutes and play.
The toilet paper emergency.
Yeah, exactly. Just different things you either appreciate that the person did, you're grateful for, or maybe, it's... I had I've had a tough adjustment with building this business and this garage gym and moving out on my own, because I've been coaching so much of my life, but now being the one who's running the business as well as doing the coaching, I kind of am at this point where I'm facing a new relationship with my own training, and that my relationship with the barbell is changing. And as an athlete, my relationship was very one-sided, where training was really what I stood on.
Well, but also your life revolved around training. Now training has to kind of fit into your life. It's a totally different proposition.
Right.
Yeah, it is a cornerstone.
It was the rock that I stood on. It was what my entire life was based on. But now it has to be one of 4 pillars in my mind.
It changes things.
And training is a part of health. Like, is my training...
it's not number one, but it's still important. It still is.
Well, and my focus in my training
valuable.
Isn't that, like, is it going to make me a star? Mm-hmm. Is it going to make me a star ballet dancer? Or is it going to, do something to make me stand out for some glory's sake? Now it's a part of, like, is it going to make me strong? Is it going to make me better? Is it going to make me look good, feel young? Is it going to do something positive for myself or others? Am I going to be a better coach for my athletes because I can keep up with them? And it's just this whole new relationship. And so I was having just a tough night last night. And, just you, I don't really talk emotionally very well, and about, being emotional in the moment. And I was like, I'm really sad right now, and I've really struggled. And so I could sit down at dinner and just tell you, or before bed or something, that I was grateful and thankful that that you could support me and I could talk to you and emotionally find that sounding board off you. And I think that comes, I think being able to grow into doing that into more meaningful ways, interestingly enough, comes from our dinner table.
Well, the whole practice, the purpose behind it is to reframe the way you look at everything.
Yeah.
So, maybe if you're not actively thanking me for, say, we'll just go with the making the bed, but you're thinking it, and it sort of just gives you a different way of approaching everything.
Yeah, and I scan back through the day, and I start to appreciate things that didn't hit me in the moment, because I think about what I didn't do that you picked up on, or just certain things that I wouldn't immediately have been grateful for, but going back over, I become very grateful for them.
It makes you think. It really does.
And then my favorite thing that I love that we follow up is we pray. Like, we talk to God, and we talk to God about...
Yeah, we just say a short prayer and...
Grateful, and it's very... I believe in not having what I call pompous prayers, which are
I don't think ours are pompous. But...
No, where people try and almost compete in praying. Yeah, wait a minute.
Right.
And so they try and
praying. People
do
that?
They try and out pray each other by I'm a better prayer than you. Like, I can say things in a more eloquent fashion.
Only someone as competitive as you would think you could compete in prayer.
Well, you can compete in yoga.
So. That's fair. Fair. I just can compete in anything you want to compete in.
No, I'm serious, though. I think that people become more attached to the act of praying than the actual words. And so we try and have just a little conversation with God. And Then when we're done, I look at